Welcome back, everyone, to the episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we kind of expanded. We're in the middle of a drought right now. We have plenty of water, so I'm not too terribly concerned about that. But we managed to get all the way over here. The mine is being built. We still need a few more gears for that, but we are getting metals again. That is excellent. We are expanding out over here to try to increase our network, get some more fun online, get these guys online while we're at it to get even more beavers to be able to sustain our colony. We do need more food though, hence why we have this, and we are building a food factory, if they ever get around to that. Who knows, we need more production. Which brings us to our next issue. Production. I want to get more production online. Fortunately, the drought that's going on kind of prevents all that. But once these guys dynamite all this out as well, we should have a nice little not Easter egg, but a little area over here to be able to do that. And that would be really, really good for us. But anyways, goals today, continue to expand. Hopefully the Age of Prosperity continues, because as of right now, kind of need that. And yeah, try not to just die. But anyways, as we get into it, as always, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And with that, we are going to go ahead and get started. One of the things I did want to do, though, is I wanted to get some, not levees, but some dams there. And then I could get some... Get some of this. Nope, needs to be a triple. Like that, and like that, and get a double there, and then we could get another dam. And then just build this guy. And the reason we want to do that is twofold. One, we could actually go in and come over here and dynamite just a wee bit area. Actually, no, we're going to make this a triple dynamite because we can. And then what we can do is we can actually build some more Badwater taps on top of that. So we could get a little bit of this going on. Water has returned. That is excellent. So this should start filling, providing all of the resources back to us. Water will start pumping once again. Now, in terms of production, or the next jobs that we need, I think we need a more farm, which would be great if we were down here, because this could all be farmland. Actually an amazing amount of farmland, if I really want to think about it. Yeah, that could actually be really, really good. In fact, I even might want to move this over to this side. Yeah, we could build scaffolding around that. We also have another deep water area over there. The engines would be important to get online. All of this. Aztec, Beaver born in... What? Oh, okay. Didn't know that one. And get injured on the same... Oh! Desert of the Real. So, Beaver was born from the advanced breeding pod, and they got injured on the same day they were born. That is nuts. Ah... Beavers, man. Alright, well this also needs to be high prioritized because we are running out of room. But maybe we go ahead and start building another little area over here. This could be an industrial area, actually, since we do have power right here. So let's actually go ahead and... What is the... Range is not bad. So I am going to actually do that. So what we'll do to start with is we do need more planks, probably. But wood, I'm going to go ahead and get a gear workshop. Oh, I forgot. We can build on top of this. Let's build 2 gear workshops. Oh, we can build there. We're doing that. So if I just get a double like that, now I can go to wood, build that, and that actually connects all that in. And then we could just do a path like that, and then I can get a decoration in here, because you know how much I love lanterns, but we're going to go ahead and throw a lantern in there. And so this would actually increase everything that we have going on, and do all that and that will be more jobs. Wood is going to start to become a problem, so we do need to get some more online. If I do come over here, actually this would be good for wood. I just need to get prioritized. Prioritize all that as well. Then we can get water dumped in there. That should green this up and allow me to maybe plant some more trees up here. What is your reach? You cannot reach that far. Okay, it actually might even green that up, so I could potentially add more. We'll see. Oh, I forgot we built this giant wood farm. This will solve a lot of our problems. But production will be very, very much warranted. Treated planks, we are producing them. I do probably want to get you online before the next big bad thing happens. We are pumping lots of water, which is good, well, at least during the day. But we may need to do more. Up here, what I would like, if I just go ahead and do a little this, since we are starting to get more beavers online, let's go over here, get another, not barracks, sorry, I want district management. Ooh, lovely, another drought. So we are actually going to go and increase this to 24 hours, just because I think that would probably be good. And then over here, you know what we could just do you, and then we could get wood and get a forester up here like this. Get this guy up here like that, and then I want landscaping, triple dynamite, like that, and let's just connect all of this up like that, and so hopefully we can make this even more wood, and this guy should, yep, be able to come down here at least a little bit. But we are getting more beavers online. Let's go ahead and up that construction since we do have logs and plenty of planks. The other thing we can do over here is we could build a massive storage facility to be able to do things. Of course, you don't have power because we didn't build this in order. Get knothead beavers. Let's go ahead and get some storage. Some large wood piles would be good. I think if I just do a little bit of that, we could do more storage like that. There we go. Do something like that. Something like this, and then we get some stairs here. That's actually not what I want. Because what we actually need is this to come down, like that. These to come over like that. So now I get pathing to come over here, like this. And then we could build some more decorations and things. Now these, I do probably want planks. This will be long-term storage for things. We're also going to add a bunch of log storage in here as well, just so we have it. And then up here, let's just go ahead and add a few treated planks while we're at it. Some more normal planks. And then I don't know what else to build, but this should all be hopefully powered. Yep, we're still at 100% because we have the power. More importantly though, how are we doing over... Okay, we got more beavers in there. Good, now we have 8 vacant jobs. It's a decent problem to have, not gonna lie. Did they ever set that up? They did. So if I do that, come over here, do a little bit of this, yes, and then we can do a little bit of water. Fluid dump right there. Go ahead and construct that while we're at it. Okay, so that'll be good. We're gonna make this screen over here. This is green down there. Scrap is my biggest problem. How are we doing on the mine? Still need gears and treated planks. So, that is fine. How's our water doing? We got 1 day and we need more water. And they're still not building this yet, which we started to dynamite everything out. We're almost ready to construct that. Would be happy about that. Oh my gosh, we could actually have that online as well to make more extract. Because you guys are working, right? Yes, and they are filling that up down there. Which is good. And we are getting coffee. Ooh, okay, so food. Do gather flag here. Like that. You can prioritize coffee beans. There we go. And then we could get couple lumberjack flags like that. And then I just need to mark trees for cutting. Like that. Alright, so all those trees will be for cutting. Water is still doing good. Okay, that closed off because we're about to start. We did get up to nearly 3,000 water. I think we're going to need some more water. But let's drop these back down to 18 hours a day. Drought is only 19 days long. That's not the end of the world, I don't believe. I think we will survive as we move along to do other things. I am running out of... Oh, actually, no, I have 180 extract, which is good. So once we have... We have 220 bad water. Since we have all this stuff, let's go ahead and prioritize that. Should be able to do that. Oh, and look, they're even able to get some of that in there. That'd be good. I want to dynamite all this out, so this is another deep reservoir, and we can put... we can actually have this guy hop over here and have more water pumps. And oh, that would be wonderful. That would actually maybe solve a water problem that we have. Lots of long-term projects, but we need this age of prosperity to continue, because if it does not, we will not be in a good way. But these jobs, industrial mill, could pause those two for now, don't know. Production up here should continue as well. Oh, we put 1 gear in, mind you. But gears, we definitely need to eat through our gears. Okay, what else we got? What are they actually working on building? Is it still this? Oh, also, I built this thing. The reason is, I also found this. This is crazy. But you have thorns, which they have high chance of injury, must be built on the ground. Didn't know that was a thing. But what I was planning is if we can get down here and build this whole area over here, that blocks off the bad tide to flow out this way. Especially if we break that. And then we can actually fill this entire thing up with the good water from this to make a nice big reservoir. We just need to block this off and have a valve just in case the depth of this gets too high to start to flood everything else. I thought it was a genius idea. I don't know if it'll work. I would love if there was an actual aquifer thing in here, but there is not, unfortunately. And this doesn't have one either. Actually, what is this? There's nothing there. Interesting, yes. Anywho, new day, new adventure. Water is still coming up. Beavers are still doing good. How's my log situation? How are these doing? We're about halfway through on these, so that's not bad. We are starting to get more logs over here, that's good. How are we doing on beaver population? I mean, I still have 20 beds. You guys are almost done. Berries are fine. Okay, we should be getting more beavers once these guys grow up. So we're up to, oh, we're in the 80s. We're almost up to 100. That'd be awesome. And they never built that shower. We do need more wet fur bonus, I believe. So if I look here, Wet fur is a problem. We also need more campfires and rooftop terraces. You know what? This is a perfect little place for a well-being campfire. We'll just throw one in here. Why not? Do I have one up here? I do have one up here. We could build more. A rooftop terrace. We have 2 of them up here. We have a bunch of amenities up here as well. Mud bath would be awesome. And more scratchers. We have the detailers. Where's those scratchers? I do want to get some scratchers in here. Pop a few of those. Do we have any? The mud bath would be nice, but I do need other things online for that. Beaver's injured, that is fine. Building's unstaffed, that is also fine. And they haven't started filling that in yet. I think those are my 3 jobs that I'm missing, which is not bad. And they are putting in the dynamite, which is excellent, but also a problem. Because I will need more extract for that. Which means I really do need... Oh, they built all that for me. Thank you, you beautiful, beautiful beavers, you. Let's actually also just build that. And then get landscaping. Let's do that, and at least high prioritize that and those. Because we do have a lot, actually. Let's prioritize the whole bunch. So if I get these guys online, that'd be good. Ooh, 25, I'm liking it. Alright, oh, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Metals though, you know what, I'm thinking about pausing my metal parts factory here. Because I don't think we need you online. I think you're okay. Extract, though, is going to start to become a problem. Hence why we want all this. Because these require 2 apiece. Got the stairs. And this is just to make a deep Badwater reservoir so these guys can keep pumping. Because these guys don't have any water right now. In fact, we could just pause you guys for the interim, because you can't pump. Alright, that'll be good. Oh, we're actually filling this up, so this is green? Loving that, and it made all that green. So over here, this was eggplant, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and plant crops, get some more eggplant online. You can cover all that, and up here, we'll just get another forester. Like that. And then we can do plant some trees and bushes, and get more oaks. Something like that, and then get some wood. Something like that, and then mark trees for cutting. Something like that. Okay, well they're almost done with this whole thing, but we are going to be out of extract. So what I'm going to do in the interim, especially because we need to have it on, is you have to come back online. Because if I don't have extract, I can't make the adult beavers, which are the better ones, let's say. And we will go ahead and pause the factory. Yeah, we'll pause you. That'll help with jobs. Over here, though, do that. Reason is that we'll make that deeper, and then this will still work, and we can destroy that and get that from there. But that is good. Probably could have built something lower. It's not the end of the world, but that extract is critical right now. And then we can get this stuff online. But I do need more beavers as they continue to work that. Now, once I'm out of explosives, which seemingly I am not making any more. But I am making extract, which should only go into, this takes 4, into my beavers. These guys up here. Because see, they require extract 2. So this guy is becoming more and more important. How's my power load, by the way? Oh man, the demand is double my supply. These guys are becoming an increased priority. Let's go ahead and get these guys online. Critical as this guy, as well as all this, because this was my power solution. Yeah, so if we can build these, then 1, we generate more power. 2, though, I would love another tower of energy. Don't know where that would go. But these engines would be a great way to keep us alive. And we do have plenty of parts for all that, which is good. If I go ahead and unpause you, you can at least pump. We'll actually unpause you as well. Just because. There we go. So we are getting a little bit more bad water while we can. This being destroyed will be helpful. Water is basically, yep, gone. Oh my gosh. And it was only, we have 11.7 days left. So yes, this is now becoming very, very critical to our survival over here. In fact, we could just build pathing, another tubeway, like this. Tubes from here to there. I know, it lowers the water for now, and it is what it is. But we could get some triple platforms here. Some singles like that. And then we could just do a little bit of this. Ta-da! And so that comes under there. We don't waste too many materials. And then over here we could just get deep water pumps up the wazoo once we're able to get these things online. F? Yeah. It's not really helpful. Something like that, and then we would also want storage. Something like that, and get the pathing set up. Where's the door? There's the door. Something like that. So that would be additional pumps that we could then use to then fill that up. Don't necessarily want to go downstream here just because we have the bad water there. Alright, well, 10 days left. Beavers are constructing everything. Are you stranded, you jerkity jerk? Oh, you silly, silly beaver, you. Okay. I want you guys to prioritize that. Power. Oops. I will need more power up here like that, and one more so that I can do that. And then we can prioritize all of that. And prioritize that so we can run the back end. Okay, that should eat into some of our planks as well. We have that. Gears, we are producing ever so slowly. But we do have the metal parts, because we did burn a lot of those. Scrap is finally coming up, metal blocks are coming up, and logs we're weighed into a lot because of these guys. That's why the gravity batteries would be nice, because we'd be able to charge them. The only bad thing about this is that, you know what we should do? It's a long-term project of mine, but we should dynamite all this out. I know. It's crazy. Why would you do it, they say? Why would you make such a deep reservoir? It's going to fail ever so slightly, just because. We don't have all of the depth, and right here would be, I'd have to break this in order to fix that. It's not the end of the world, because once we fill that and overtop it, it would be fine. But we would need to get down there somehow. And you know, a good way to do that is to just do this. And then we could just do that. Get you up. This is a very long-term project. Just to do that. Now that requires a crap ton of everything. So, again, why we need this guy set up for more continuous pumping. But we do need power. Are we finally building these engines? Oh, we got one online. Happy about that. And we can automate you. Drought weather? Well, drought weather is a good one to do it. The relay and stuff, though, I would need online. Okay, you guys are just high priority. This needs to be super high priority so we can actually get this on. It'll last for 50 hours. It requires water as well. That stinks to high heaven. What other jobs can we do? We have the builders. Let's go ahead and prioritize that construction. We do have the logs and things for that. And then this will come to pass. Now for coffee production for food, I would need a brewery, which does cost energy, but it does make the coffee. Those are low just because, and all these are running low too, but we have even more storage over here. I haven't even built that yet. That is a nice expansion though, and if we can get you online, there we go. We are getting trees up there. That'll help solve long-term problems. If I can actually get a gear in there, we could actually hook you up to the system. And then next I would want this would be an ore, so either it's drought weather or the surplus is less than 0. And this would be power meter 2. So if it's less than 0, then that would turn on. So that would hopefully preserve that. And we do have energy in the system. Oh, that wouldn't work. And the demand is greater than currently. Our sustained power is 800. That still wouldn't work either. I don't know how to use you. I don't know the best way to have this on. Hey. Well, you know what? If this is less than, say... Ooh. It would have to be the rest of it. I'd almost have... like, make this a clutch? I don't know. For now, we'll make these in the drought cycle, because otherwise we should have enough power. That actually might be good enough, so I might not actually need these. Let's go ahead and destroy them for now. If you can think of a better way to use it. So these guys are both by drought weather. The thing though is I don't want to run them all the time. Because my current energy production is... Oh, I'm still not meeting demand. Okay, so we're okay with 3 then. Yeah, because that'll be enough. Water though, starting to be concerning. And we only have 2,000 left. I think the next big project that I do want though, if I increase priority, I do want all of this done. So then I can get over here. These guys' workplace is definitely high. We actually have 6 beavers available too. That is insane. I should be able to build a lot of that though. Production there is fine. We are out of extract. Okay, that turns all of these guys off. Is that great? Luckily we still have the normal ones to produce some beavers. Cassavas are next to nothing. Ferment, why are my cassavas gone? Okay, we might need more cassava planting. Long-term project there, water project here. This would help. Just trying to get to the water though, so we could have more water available to us, especially because this will be very, very deep. And it is maintained, mind you, by the system here, so that it would be pumping. This all died. Not the end of the world. Not great still. Actually, let's turn you back on. Didn't realize you were paused. You are paused for good reason. You are also paused for good reason. But we have... These guys will all survive. In this, we are finally getting some trees online. So what I'm going to do is at least the lumberjack flag. Let's go ahead and do that construction. So you can start chopping them down, and I could get a few more trees right on that edge. Now these guys need to be destroyed eventually. So much to do, so much to do. Could pause things temporarily, just in case the reserves got too low, but at least power in a drought. Supply demand, we're producing 2,000 with these guys, and then they will pause automatically once it is not a drought. And that should work. Should mind you. Water here is just getting low. Still can't do anything with that. These guys are going to die in 12 days, that's fine. Getting more logs. Logs are a current limitation of the system. Oh, they're actually building all of this out. I'm loving that. But what we will need to do is do something like this to be able to get over here. So if they have a rainy day, they could build all that. Which they do have a rainy day. I just don't like them using all those resources. I'd rather have them build these things, but that would start my dastardly plans over here. Now these treated planks, we barely have any. Pine resin, we should be. Yeah, we're solid on pine resin. In fact, we could pause him. We do need more production overall, though. This should shore up the water, though. Don't need that online. We have 2 days. Water is fine, and we are getting you online. We just need planks. Can we get a high priority on you? Oh, there we go. Oh, and they already built the... Oh, because they can build them... Alright, once they complete it, these should have connections. No recipe. Oh! Oh, you guys built the mine? What is scrap metal efficient? That could be nice. Let's just go for scrap metal for now. That opens up 10 jobs. In fact, we're just going to limit you to 2 for now. And look, it's already full. This got completed though, so now we're pumping more water to save the system. Liking that. We just need... These guys are blocked for right now, so I can actually pause both of you until we get the dynamite in there. So I do have 1 extra job. We will go ahead and do that. Treated planks, I don't know why we're not producing them. We have the sap and we have that. And we have the power. Very bizarre. Injuries will be on the rise though, due to issues with production, let's say. And I think another hauling post could be good. Oh, they're building all this. We don't have that up and running as of yet. You guys are also low priority. We should be getting a bunch of mushrooms. We could convert one of these over to fermented mushrooms. Cassavas though, we do need more. Why are they only like not eating my cassavas? Kohlrabies are even maxed out. That's insane. I do need more farmland though. I'm thinking of this whole area being the farmland would be nice. Alright, you guys, yeah, we're running out of lots because we're running out of power. Someone should be working there. Let's go ahead and get a construction site for these guys to be high prioritized. You know what I'm actually going to do? We're going to pause you for now. Reason is beavers are dying and we need the extract online. Since we don't have any, we can do that. That should get these built ASAP. We do have a recipe. Oh! Love that. What do we have the most of? Eggplant. Done. Canola oil is coming up as well, but we should have a beaver producing even more food. Alright. That is ended, and this is coming back. You guys are pumping, which actually means I need you online. You online. And then we can actually... These guys still prioritized? Yes. Prioritize all of that. And then I want you to prioritize at least those. So we can get that pumping. That water's returning. These are automatically paused now, which is excellent, so we don't need that. Wood, though, should hopefully be coming up. Extract is being produced to get these back online. Well-being is coming up. Unstabbed is not the end of the world. How is power doing? Well, water has not yet returned to us. Still taking a while to flow, but once this comes online, we should be good. Bad tide, though, would be phenomenal for us. Production's a little bit slow. That is okay. How are we doing over here, though? Oh, that is perfect. Because this is really deep now. Because these guys are at a limit of 4, but they're at a depth of 6. So they actually have a ways. Which is really, really good. Oh, no! This was bad. This was bad. This was very bad. The reason this was bad is because we're not in a drought. And if we're not doing that, then we have an issue. And the reason is I might get some beavers that are unwell if they entered into here. So we're going to pause all that, come over here and watch them work there. But we are getting... Badwater is coming up. Beavers are coming up as well. Yeah, we're just going to pause that building because I can't do anything for right now anyways until we blow that up. So another drought would be good for that particular instance, unless we can actually cap that, which we could in the long run. For right now, I don't have the beaver population to support that. Here, though, they are fine. I do need logs, so I'm going to go ahead and prioritize that one. You're a normal priority. At least do that so you go somewhere else. We are getting a few beavers in here, maybe? Yeah, that's a lot of wood we need to chop, and we are very, very low. If we can get that up, that would be better. Water is coming back up. Hopefully. Demand is that. Power is exceeding demand. You guys are producing. Okay, these are a little lower. Not ideal. What we could do, though, is... This is a crazy plan, mind you. Again, long-term goals. Levies, though. You do something like that to channel it in. And then what we do is we just do that. And get some more levies. Like that. And then we just build a little bit of this. This will hopefully further increase the output of that. Again, still want to get over here to get more output as well. Alright, how are we doing? That is finally coming back up. Happy about that. All of them are back online. Just produced one there. That one's almost done. And you are almost done as well. So we should be filling that out. How are we doing on scrap? Scrap is still working. And again, once this is all done, we get rid of these. They can all work in the mine. Need treated planks though. How are we doing over here? Doing alright. Just need those explosives. And extract is hard to come by. Why are you guys building this thing? I mean, I love you to bits, don't get me wrong. But, if you're going to be doing that, let's go ahead and prioritize these guys and that. Because we can't finish that yet. Because if we finish that, we'll overflow something that would not be good. Yeah, pretty sure this would all fill up. Or maybe it wouldn't. No, we'll just go down here. That could be fine. But we still want to destroy that anyways at another outlet. Just in case to future-proof ourselves. We are getting more trees up here. This is working. Liking that. They did get all that done, so we can just detonate that. We can unpause these to get even more water. Still require more jobs, though. Can't do anything with the coffee right now, but what I could do is go ahead and just build a storage here. Like that, and just make you coffee. Where's coffee beans? Coffee beans. We could add a bit more storage in here. Be a nice little storage area away from everything. This is a nice little reprieve as well. Okay. Just need a drought, really? Okay, well we really need water. again. Luckily we have the engines built, so that will save us from that. You guys are just not producing enough, are you? Where is all my extract going? I think it's going into my dynamite. And what I want to do right now is actually, that uses 5. We're going to start stockpiling because extract is a little bit more important. And we do at least have some of the deeper stuff online. You guys should be producing that. This should be the only place that this goes. Okay, we are getting more extract. I just want them to be... Oh, did I think there's just too much dynamite around here that they just happen to be using the extract, and I'm not producing enough. But a drought is good, in some sense, because we could deal with all this. We are getting more water being pumped, so we are coming up there. Trees should be coming up. Did they actually build all that? Oh, they're destroying everything. Nice. So all that's being destroyed. That will, oh, they even finished that. So now we have a reprieve there. This will now be something we could build, presumably. They could get over here to do that. And then this should start filling up with the water once all that drains. I do want to get rid of these though for that endeavor. And I would want these on. How much scrap? Did they finish the scrap? They have not. My scrap should only be going towards metal blocks. What is with my power situation right now? That's the lumber mill. There's the smelter. You just don't have scrap? Or what are you missing? There you go, you have power. Alright, we're okay on that, and we have 9,000 of that. Happy about that. Oh, that's too far, yeah. We only have 36, 37. Jeez. Are all these getting extract? Because if you are, you're killing me. Some of them got extract. Oh, they're still doing the extract. Okay. Well, I want... How do I do a mass pause? Well, you know what we'll do for now is just this. Hopefully that is the equivalent of that. And you can just be super low priority as well. Hopefully that is enough. Now luckily we do have a little bit of a reservoir here to keep us going, because we don't have operating faulted. 26 days! Okay. Well, let's drop this back down to 16. That is a problem. Logs, though, we have tons of logs. We just need the beavers to mine it all. So you know what I'm going to do? Do this, because we do need the logs. Building stabbed. That's fine. That's not so fine. Could be good for now, and that one's fine. So now we should be able to eat through these logs, replenish that supply, and get some other things built. And then this is still coming up, so we're getting a little bit of extract. getting some more beavers to fill things in. You guys should still be working. And as this comes down, once that comes down enough, we can hopefully put some stuff in there. Okay. And then this guy, they're already building this massive project. It was done. So what I wanted to do was actually build a depth gauge once we get high enough. So I think the height that we want to allow this to get is basically this height. Yeah, so we don't want it to get above there. So if I go here and I go to depth sensors, and just put this as the reservoir sensor, right? And if it is above 1.8, that would mean it's on. And these guys I want to automate by the reservoir sensor. And we see the result. So if it's on, that, if it's off, that. So now, as this fills up, we'll be good there. I do want to destroy all this stuff. I really do. Oh man, I could actually, even if this filled up, we could put more libidos and other things here. That would be good for us. Oh, I know where our metals went. They went into probably tubing somewhere. Oh, they built all you crazy beavers. I love you. So they built all that. You guys are nuts. Recover that, and that would need to be a single dynamite. Like that. Go ahead and prioritize that. And then I can build all that, and potentially even go all the way down there. Not so much, actually. Didn't realize they built all this up. We got too many dynamite projects going on, I swear. What we really need, though, is more water. Hence why we did this. Now this should help with the water which we are coming up. We have more of a reservoir going on, although this is not that deep. Extract is coming up ever so slightly. We should be storing that up there somewhere. And this, we are producing... Oh, we got eggplant rations. That's beautiful. Oh, I could build that relay and be like, if it is not night, that would save a little bit, I think. So if I come over here, because if it's nighttime, everything is basically off anyways. So if it's... How many relays would I need? Because this is just not something else. And so I'd automate this by 2 things. So I would need 2 relays. Let's come over here. Oh no, this is just an ore now. So this is an ore. We would want a drought sensor or this one. Which if I come over here, actually, oh, they built all this too. You beautiful beavers, you. They built that, that would be good. But over here is where this guy is, so non-working hours is on. So if we come over here, then that would be on. And so... If it was night... That would be off, though. I want it to be not... Ah, so I do need 2 of them. So if I build another relay here, and make you not night. basically any other time and do not night. Not night would be true. That would be true. And you could be the engine relay. So at night they would not run. What do these take to be built? Gears and planks. I have both of those. Let's go ahead and just super high prioritize both of these. Switch those over. It will save a few of my logs, I think. I don't know. They did build all this. That is excellent. This is not connected, so they can't come down to here. And we do not yet have the mechanical pump, nor can we use it in a drought. So this would have to be automated. And say, I'd have to build a relay and say it's not a drought either in order for all that to work. This guy works at nights, and you can see here we don't need the power because we're producing way too much because the demand's only 500 and these geothermal produce 400 each, and we're good. Okay, we're getting through the wood now. Extract is coming up. We got 20 days left on our grand adventure. This water is almost done. How are we doing on this water? That water's actually doing decent for once. Kinda liking that. Wish this guy would work though. So water might... Oh, we even have an extra beaver, would you? Look at that. Alright, so now our beaver population is coming into a surplus. That's good. We finished that. That's excellent. We actually got rid of this. Oh, I'm liking this. So what we're going to do is destroy those. Come into here. Turn you back on. And now we got infinite scrap going on. And we can start to put beavers into there. Now housing, we still have 19 beaver population available. That is with our houses that we've currently built as well. Oh, it needs power. Let's just get this power online. Automate, I just want it as not night, and automate as not night. So if it's not night, they can build it. Or they can use it, rather, because we would have enough energy. There we go. So the network demand is still too high. That is okay. But we are getting some fun online, which should skyrocket our well-being score. Lack of materials. What do we... Oh, we don't have any explosives. How are we doing over here, mind you? Oh, that's good. Let's go ahead and do you back on, just so I can unpause you. If I get 3, then we would be good to dynamite that out. Then we can just do that and get rid of that, but we are still getting some pumping out of here. And long term, I do want to get over here and tap that, just in case. You can see here though, this all dried up, so this is now ripe for filling, as long as we can get it filled. Now what I would like is if I had a spillover to pump it into here. That'd require a massive tunnel, though. We don't have the resources for that. We barely have the beavers for it. Hold on. What were you building? Were you building something? Oh my gosh, you guys are putting in these planks? You guys are nuts. Oh, and that's where my metal blocks are going? You crazy beavers. Alright, well, I mean, I understand you guys building things. It is helpful. The metal blocks are required. We just need the beavers to be built. Remove all that. Remove you. I prioritize that. You can now be unpaused. And then I do want to build landscaping, triple dynamite here, and high prioritize that as well. Once we have that, I no longer need the factory online now because I don't want to waste the extract. And we can start hopefully grabbing a surplus of Badwater. Okay. Well, we're up to nearly 4,800. I'd really like a bad tide event, so I have ample amounts of power. Luckily, we are getting through a lot of these logs. Oh, they can't actually reach the far end either. That is crazy. Didn't realize that bit. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. These trees are still coming up while we're at it. Still pumping there. This one is dry. These guys haven't. They are currently limit 4. Oh, they go to 6. So I could go lower. Can I? I don't think I can. I think that's the maximum limit that I can go. Because we tried to dynamite out here and we couldn't go any lower than that. Maybe. I don't know. If I could go lower, that would be helpful. We'll have to see. Because what is... Let's see. If I go down, that's the lowest. Go up. Alright, so we can't go lower than 0. So I have 1, 2... I have 2? I could do double dynamites down there? Seemingly. So in that case, I would need... all of this in here. Like so. But I would have to build additionally. We need to clear out, say, this, and do a little bit of this guy, get these guys here. Oops, I built it in the wrong place. Something like that, and then we could just do this guy. Something like that, and that would get down to there. And then we could just do some more of those. What is your depth? 8. Jeez. Well, since we don't actually need you right now, we can just do that. And they are starting to build lots of those things. Treated planks are on the rise, that is good. So we could actually come into here and actually prioritize all that whole structure to get down there. Now, granted, I will need to, as I get rid of this, come up the other end. We do have lots of extract. We are out of Badwater, though. And I can't destroy that. Okay, so you guys actually could go deeper if I wanted. Nice. Well, we're not doing that right now because we don't have any things. Still have 3 beavers available for use. What do we want beavers to do? Power demand is still a little too high. It's not the end of the world as of right now. How are we doing food-wise? Cassavas are killing me, man. Why aren't we eating anything else? And mushrooms are coming up. Corn is coming up. I would love to actually come over here and get more dynamite available since they built all that. I seem to need just more Badwater. So what I'm going to do, oops, go over here, get some water on this, Badwater pump, something like that. and just do that. And go ahead and just prioritize these guys. But what we can do in the interim, though, is come over here to the mine. Do that, so that we actually have more beavers. Housing needs to be expanded as well. Just a wee bit, seemingly. And metal parts. Oh, we ran out of metal parts. Lovely. Well, with that coming up, if we get the mine online, we should be a little bit better. Let's get that housing stood up, though. Let's get another large barracks. Something like that. They should be able to reach that from the corner still. And then what we can do is build this here, stairs here, this here to get up top. And we can build another rooftop terrace over here like that. Campfire. We could build something there. Get another back scratcher under there. We already have all that. Could add some more decorations in here, so let's go into decorations. Get a lamp, a shrub. I would love to get some this online, just so we can do a little bit of that. And then coming over to decorations again, could get a park bench, might as well. Still need to fill this area in, and what else could we put? How about another beaver statue there? So this will be a nice addition, and we can high prioritize a few of these things. But extract is good. Don't need to worry about that. Building this water. Yep, that is an issue. They did build all of this, which is good. We are starting to get scrap, which is also good. So as the beaver population comes up, we are... Oh, we need metal parts. So you actually need to be running. Forgot about that. We do have 100 beavers in total, though, workers. That's good. Down to 99 workers. Jeez. Alright, well, that is going to do it for today. We've done quite a bit. The new industrial, or the new happiness area over here is coming up, so our beaver happiness is increasing. Scratchers, we need more swimming pools. The wind tunnel needs to come up. We got shrubs, lanterns, braziers, beaver bust, beaver statue. Ooh, we should just make more bells and beaver statues. So instead of you, come over here, beaver bust instead, and get a few more bells online. Oh, there's a bell. Move over here. Do we have a bell? We do not. Well, there's two ways in and out of here. Hey. You know what we could do? Build something like this, and then we could do... I think we can do this, right? Bell? That would cover all those beavers. And then we could still go underneath. Look at that. Alright. Well, that's nighttime. Things are doing good. Did they ever build? They did build these. So we want these based off the engine relay before we would get. Because if we would get, that won't be good. So now we can look at here, and not night, so both of those are on. And it has to be both of them. So if drought goes away, this turns off regardless. They could actually work on this project, because we are getting logs from here. This should be coming up. We have lots of beaver problems. No goods. Oh my gosh. Look at that. They built all that too. You crazy beavers, you. Well, logs are a problem. We just need more trees. We have so many tree farms, mind you. We'll just make these planks for now. Yeah, one tree to plank, why not? So that's taken care of. Beaver injuries are on the rise. This should be taking care of most of that. We have 7 here. There is a blank one. I think there's a couple over there. Remember, beaver injuries do take our beavers out, unfortunately. So that is a little bit of a problem. But hopefully as the beaver population comes up and we get more things online, things will get better. But yeah, that will do it for today. We got 11 days left of this drought. We have 2,000 water. And we're out of water down there. So we are in a little bit of a crisis. We might run into a water issue next time. We will have to wait and see. But yeah, droughts. They're horrible. I don't like it. But you can see things are getting greener, and we've set this up hopefully for success when we get water back to green and build this all up, which could lead to more farmland. We can get this online. More beavers are popping up. We're getting more wonders online as well. That will help for lots of things. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, but I will catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.